Harrison Price from the historic Wall Center. We're joined now by Vancouver Whitecaps FC midfielder, U.S. international, Sebastian Berhalter. Thanks for the time. Appreciate that.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for having me on, guys. Appreciate it.
So, how was your weekend?
It was good. You know, a little stressful, more stressful than we all wanted it to be, but overall good.
What's it like to know that you have played in? I mean, some people are saying it's the most whatever. It could be a podium, legendary MLS classic. Like, does that even just bring you tingles in and of itself? Never mind the fact that you guys are into the semis of the league here, but the fact that you've played in a classic now, what is widely regarded.
No, honestly, I don't think so because we haven't won anything. You know, it's something that it's still a quarterfinal game, and although it was a great game, I wanted to be talked about because we won the trophy. Not because we were part of a classic game.
How were you able to hold on and not allow a goal down to 9 men for 25 minutes?
I think it was just the belief. I think guys, we know each other so well, and everyone knows that we're going to keep fighting and not stop. And I think that's something special about this group, that we have that in us. We have that dog mentality that we're gonna fight it out. And we believe in each other, and we believe to the person next to each other. So it was really cool being out on the field and just seeing everyone giving 100, maybe 50% of what they had.
Take me through the thoughts, emotions, anxiety as you're watching some of their attempts slide by like inches, Seb, and you guys live to play another minute.
The only emotion I felt was Son's free kick, and because it went in the goal. The other ones didn't go in the goal, So I think that's the only thing where I felt, those is just the next play. All right, next play, next play. It's not. I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh, like, whew. It's just like, it is what it is. It didn't score. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
What's the emotion on the free kick then? Wait, is it anger?
That was tough. That was, that was just like almost heartbreak. Just like, God, and like tough feeling, and then you had that for 5-10 seconds, and then you're like, okay, well now the game's not over. It's still tied. We gotta pick it back up.
Was there ever, because they had eliminated you the last 2 years, I'm sure you don't need reminding, was there ever any, oh my God, here we go again? Or was there always belief, Seb, that you were going to win?
It was more just one play at a time. We weren't thinking too far ahead. It was just, we got to defend this cross, we got to defend this play, and I'm going to keep moving. It wasn't, I don't think anyone was thinking, okay, like, this is going to happen. Like, this is set in stone. It's just like, we're going to keep defending. Was
there a holy bleep moment when you realized we're going to be down to 9 here?
No, because you just feel bad for, Bilal Habouni.
For Bilal, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even like damn it, we're down to 9. It's just like, all right, like, let's keep going,
Who knows what that back line is going to look like. I would be normally very worried for you, except you guys have figured it out. I mean, Ralph has turned into a center back, for God's sakes, and a darn good one. Like, it just seems to work out that, and it's cliche, the next man up mentality, but I don't think I've ever seen a more textbook example of that than your team. Is that right?
Yeah, I think everyone's ready. I think everyone's been prepared this whole year to step in and play big roles, and Ralph's been incredible. Honestly, he's been almost lights out for us, and to have someone like that step into a center back role he's almost never played in his life, it's super impressive, and like I don't know how he does it, and he's been honestly incredible. So it's something that we're going to keep relying on for sure.
We've asked you this before, but you're coming into that game off of another international window, but another good one for you personally as well. We've asked you before what it gives to you, but is it still giving to you just that confidence when you go and represent your country and then come back to club, that is the chest out even more? Not in an egoistic sort of way, but just in a confidence way.
I don't think so. I think regardless, even if I came back and didn't play a minute, I would still feel the same way. I would still be confident, and I don't think that changes me in any way. I feel like I'm already a confident guy. The result isn't what makes me less or more confident. I think it's just about the way I do things that gives me the confidence.
If we told you, if you saw a clip of yourself today, 3 years ago, we showed you when you just, maybe a year into your tenure with the Whitecaps, would you have believed it? I know you say you're a confident guy. Did you have dreams of all of this happening, success at club, success for country, and now you are a face of this team? I mean, Was that on the menu for you?
Yeah, 100%. I think every day I'm telling myself like, okay, like it's going to be you one day. Keep going for the last five years. Even before the season, I wrote down, I want 7 goals and 7 assists. Like I think, I didn't even play 15 games last year. I didn't start 15 games last year, and that's something that's like, wow, that's kind of crazy to think that. So I think it's just always like a dialogue I have with myself, especially this last couple of years of like, you're going to be the guy one day. Like keep going and always keep doing the right things. Don't get off track, and one day it's gonna come to fruition.
Is any of that son of a coach, Seb, or is that just how you're wired?
I think perspective maybe. I think and I think my pops plays in a role that he always give me a good perspective of where I'm at, and if I need to be a little bit better, or if something that needs to be changed. I think he always gives me that, and I think maybe I have that perspective of I know things can work out as long as you put in the work. So I think that maybe that plays into part for sure.
What did you guys do for the game on Monday? Did you guys get together, or were you just back at home watching the other semi?
Just back at home.
Yeah. You get to
face
the best. I mean, to be the best, you got to beat the best. You've already beaten one of the best in LAFC. What do you make of this matchup, though, stylistically?
Yeah, I think I've already said that like 5 times to different guys, that if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So, it'll be a great game. I'm super excited, and, they're a good team with good players, play a good style of football. So I'm excited to go down there and make it a dogfight.
Well, we have to talk about the celebration, and we do have some video here. I want you to take us through this moment, my man. You are leading your teammates to the corner, and you appear to be singing Mr. Brightside at the top of your lungs.
It's one of my favorite songs. I'm so glad they started playing that after games. Just a good moment, and, just to even seeing Kubas in that moment, just to know what he did in that game and how he ran 120 minutes and didn't stop. And, he's the guy sometimes gets subbed off the last 10 minutes because he's, and just to see him like dogging it out and being the player that he is, that was a really special moment for sure.
Your partner in the midfield, your partner on the U.S. men's national team, and Brian White comes over. You guys share a big embrace as well. A lot of these core players have been there for a long time. That seemed like a really cool moment where you guys sort of felt like when I'm watching it, and I was only a few rows up from where you guys were, it was like we're doing this here. Like we've been here and we're doing this.
Yeah, we believe. And we've believed since day one. This didn't just come after this game. We've believed since the day Jesper came in and he set the tone. And, I think we believed for many years now. And now it's about, going actually and doing it.
Now take me through this scene. It's the next night. We're still vibing in the box at the Canucks game.
Yeah, that's more for the Canucks. I'm just trying to get those guys going a little bit and, just trying to get the fans going. That was we talked about it like, all right, let's get it going a little bit, and hopefully it helped. I'm not sure if it did, but I think, that's just, again, guys being together and enjoying the time together.
Have you allowed yourself to dream about lifting MLS Cup and maybe even lifting it here at BC Place if you get the right result in the East?
Yeah, I think you take it one game at a time, but I think since the beginning of this year, that's been our goal. So it's not it's less about dreaming. It's more about just taking it one game at a time and doing the right things.
We have seen extraordinary interest in everything that we do on the Vancouver Whitecaps right now. What's it like walking around town? Do you feel the energy? Do you feel the vibe? Are you getting more recognized? Like, tell me about what it's like as a Whitecap player in Vancouver these days.
It's definitely changed, I think, from my first year to now. But even just on game day, my parents walking around and being like, wow, like I can't believe, the city and how much it's taken to the team. And, they've seen the whole journey too. So, I think hopefully, the fans are proud of us and that we just want to keep making them proud and, keep showing this city deserves it. The city deserves to have a team like this and to have a team, go all the way. So, we're just honestly thankful for their support.
Honestly, Seb, all season long, it has been a pleasure watching you play, watching the improvement that you talked about. It has been just so joyful watching Whitecaps soccer this year. A couple more to go. Go get them, my man.
Yeah,
Thanks for
well
the
done,
time
man.
here.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.